Hello, Flosstube. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry,
I'm Malia.
and this channel is primarily about cross stitching and sometimes may throw in some other crafty things like crocheting or whatever I come up with, but mainly cross stitch. Welcome to all those who have already been following me, and welcome to those who are new to my channel since the last video. And I just thank you for being with me. Now, as you may have noticed, my channel name has gone back to the original name that I started with, which is Woolly Sheep Stitcher. So if you've subscribed to me within this last year, you would have subscribed to Sherry's Stitching Chronicles. But I've gone back to my original name, and that's where it's going to stay. So can you fill us in on why?
I didn't like it.
The family did not like my channel name. My husband was very adamant about sticking with Woolly Sheep Stitcher. Were you going to say something? And Malia and my other daughter Hannah, who some of you all know, were pretty much in the same thinking. So I gave the family what they wanted. Changed the channel name back to Woolly Sheep Stitcher, and that's where it's going to stay. So you can find me on Instagram now. If you were already following me under Sherry's Stitching Chronicles, it is now Woolly Sheep Stitcher with an underscore between each word. So that's where you'll be finding me. I think Malia is going to leave us for a few minutes, and she's going to come back when I show a certain finish. So let's pause. Okay. For this video, I have an FFO, fully finished object, for anyone new to the cross stitch acronyms. I have an FO, a finished object, and some whips to show. And if I have enough memory on my phone, there are some charts that or projects that I would like to show that are wishful thinking for this year or for the future. And I do have some crochet finishes that I would like to show, but it all depends on how much time, how much memory I have. The first project, my fully finished object that I'm going to show came from the August 2021 Cross Stitcher magazine. I do not have that magazine right now. For some reason, it has gone missing. So those of you who saw my previous video, I think it was, where I showed this maybe as a whip or an FO, will have seen that. I do have a picture of the magazine on my Instagram, if you follow me there, Woolly Sheep Stitcher, and where you can see it. And if you want to see the magazine, just leave a comment below and I will try to have it for the next video to show in person. I just couldn't find it for this video. But before I show this, I do want to say that, of course, this is a small FFO. I finished it into a pillow or cushion pillow. And I'm usually reluctant to show anything that I have had to sew because I don't sew. And the only way I have pretty much ever sewed is by hand, and I've made up my own rules for it. So none of my sewing is professional looking like so many of you have. But I did want to go ahead. I decided to go ahead and show this just because I think there are probably several floss tubers that are the same boat as I am. And those of you who cross stitch out there who are intimidated by showing things that maybe aren't professionally done or don't look professional. And so I decided I will show this. So without further ado on that, here is my very imperfect but perfect finish, fully finished object. Like I said, this came from the August 2021 issue. It was a Cross Stitcher magazine. I changed up all the colors. I primmed it up. Coffee dyed the fabric. I added the bees. They weren't originally in there. Let me get a little closer. They were not originally in there, and I just thought this was a cute spring, summer little cushion to display. And here is my back. I also did some coffee dye on this just to age it up a little bit. And like I said, there's my sewing. Very imperfect, but I'm going to show it anyhow. You can really see it at the bottom, I think, more than anything. And then here's my side. So, but, you know, when I set this, I have it displayed in I've got a corner cabinet over here. And when I set this over there, no one sees the bottom of it. And, it's okay. I've had several compliments on it. And I have it displayed with another little cushion finish that I did a couple of years ago, and they look really cute together. And there's a picture of that also on my Instagram if you want to see that those displayed together. But yes, that's my little FFO, and I love it. Maybe someday I will go back and add maybe some kind of ribbon border or something, or I may decide to just leave it like that. But that's what I have. Okay, for my next thing to show is just a finished object. Malia and I have to decide how to finish it, and I think I know, but I'm going to pause because she's going to come back in for this. Okay, and we're back with Malia. I have her in here for a reason. Malia and I, sometimes she's really good if I'm unsure about a project and I need to talk about if I want to change something or how I want to finish it. She gives me good advice. So she gave me some good advice on this next project. I think you did. So the next project comes from the Cross Country Stitcher magazine, or Stitching, Cross Country Stitching magazine. What's the February 2000 issue. And I was working on a little project for a specific reason that I will have to say later. And there were these projects right here, which I love. And I wanted to do this one. So you see there's a heart here and just some I did some color changes. I think I did a color change here and changed up some of the pattern in there. And I did a color change in the border of this. And got this finished up. Didn't we? What night was that? I don't remember.
It was sometime last week.
Yes. Maybe Sunday? Not that it matters. So Malia, if you saw my Instagram, she is on there. Sometimes she will help do some pictures with something I'm working on or that I finished. And she was holding up the start of this project. So do you want to do the honors? So bring it in really, really close. That is our finish. Okay, and of course, the fabric is a 14 count Aida. I think it might have been originally white and I distressed it. Or why am I saying distressed? I dyed it, coffee dyed it. And I got Malia's advice. What was your advice that you gave me?
I said change the color like around here. It's too light with all that dark. I mean, like if some of the places had some of the colors around there had been light, yes, maybe, but
yeah, there was
dark.
like a bright red right here, and we held it up. You can move it over so people can see your face a little bit. We held it up and to the black, and to us it was just really too bright. So we changed the color, and that was good advice that Malia gave. What else?
I think it was the bees, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was so there was a heart that was originally here that I showed in from the magazine. And Malia said, change it to the bee. So if you noticed, the bees are in this picture or in this project. And we added a bee right there instead of the heart. So that was one of the changes. And then I changed the colors here. I think that was originally some kind of green. And then I changed the border to the black. So Malia was very helpful about some of the detail of this. Now, I'm thinking about either maybe doing a cushion finish with this. I don't know. What do you think?
You mean like something like that?
Yeah. Or maybe coming out with some fabric this way and then kind of making it longer, wider. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that one, won't we?
Yeah, well, I know what it's for, and I have opinions on this, but
okay.
I won't say it now.
Okay, so what would your original or your immediate thought be since you know what it's for? Frame it or cushion it? Did I just make up a verb?
Frame it, since I know
Frame it. Okay, you think we should frame it? Okay. All you all out there that see this, just for the fun of it, leave a comment in the comments and let us know what you think. If it should be framed or made into a cushion pillow style. I'd just like to know what everyone thinks. That would be fun. Okay. My next project comes from a cross-country stitching magazine. That's a mouthful. Hold on just one second. Are you going to rejoin us later?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Tell everybody bye for now. She will be back. Okay. This next project, like I said, comes from the Cross Country Stitching magazine, the August 2007 issue of the magazine. And the last video I did, I think I showed some of these magazines, and I had a lot of response about these. These people still love. A lot of people still love. I still love these projects. So this one I picked out to do. It has the Bible verse on it called, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." Matthew 5 and verse 8. I can't see the verse on it right now. But there's the project. Now, I decided, I almost thought about changing some of the colors, and then I decided to stay with the original called for colors on this. And I just have a small start, nothing big. And I did it on I started it on a 14 count. I think this is the Rustico. But I started it on the 14 count Rustico. And there is my start. You see, I've almost got 2 little houses done. So, just to give some perspective on that, this is where I'm at. This stool right here and these little houses. So that's where I'm at on this. And I'm excited to keep working on this and to get it done, because right after this, there's another one I want to start. And I want to kind of keep some of these on the go, whether I get to work on them every month or not, because I have some focus that I want to do between now and fall. But yes, so that is my start. And then just while I'm in this book, I've got to show you, especially those of you who like the little soapbox houses. This, I would love to at least do parts of it or something, but, or maybe even the whole piece. I'm not sure what you can see. So there we go. I love that. So that might be a start at some point too, or I might take just a little section out of it just to do the houses, maybe just like where it's got the quilting square with the houses or something, just so I can fulfill the need to do the little soapbox houses. So yes, there's my progress on that. I think I had posted that I was starting that on my Instagram. Okay, now my next project comes from this magazine, Cross Stitch Favorites. I'm not sure of the date. I just got it. The Spring Summer 2022 issue. I love this. Love this. Actually, that's why I originally got this. I thought I might stitch that, and then I saw a lot of other things I would like to cross stitch. So those of you that know me well know that I like coastal, seaside type of projects to do. And this has some really, really cute things in it. And let me just hold up this page and show you. Look at the watermelon with the Hello Summer. I love that. Okay, but what got my attention the most, oh, there's the palm trees. So what got my attention the most was this flamingo. I love this flamingo just walking around like with a sassy attitude. And I just thought that was the greatest. So that was another project I talked to Malia about. And I originally was going to do the whole time to relax and the flamingo. And like I said, I have some focus stitching that I want to do, but I wanted to do some smalls with the seaside theme, and or that was related to coastal type things and summer type things and stuff. So I decided to just do the flamingo and try to get maybe some smalls done for summer. And I just love it. I love that sassy looking attitude and just, taking off, leaving it all behind. So I thought I had a bigger start than what I had, but this is shameful. It's very small. But I'm going to show it anyhow because I did use, I love the color of fabric that he is stitched on. That is beautiful fabric. So I tried to get something as close from my stash as I could with that. And so I did this, I don't know what color of blue, sky or a vintage blue or something like that, because I got it from Hobby Lobby. So it's a 14 count. And, there's my very small start, but I'll get to work on that this week. And maybe next week you'll get to see it all finished up. Like I said, I love him. I love the little attitude it's got, so yes, that is one of my summer stitching projects right now. Let me show you if I can find it very quickly. This is what I was showing you from the cover of the magazine. How cute is that? I love it. I might take some of the motifs from it and do some smalls in that way. I keep adding to my smalls. Okay, and the next project I have to show, this is my focus. I didn't get to, I could have already had it done, but as some of you know, in April, I had some unexpected things to happen. I wound up in the hospital for several days. I had 2 surgeries. I had recovery to do. It was very hard for me to get very much cross-stitch time in. In fact, I may have gotten a little bit, but especially after the second surgery I had trouble for a while about doing a lot of movement with my right arm. And like if I tried to cross stitch, pulling the thread through, pulling, back and forth, I couldn't hold my arm out. And so that made it very difficult. So cross stitching had to go by the wayside. And I did do some crocheting, but on small things, because I could hold my arms closer together and keep this closer to my body. And so at least I got to do something. So this project, hopefully I can have it done this month. You have seen it many times, Signs of Fall, and from the Leisure Arts magazine. And I did get a little farther, I think, before I had my surgery, maybe my second surgery, I'm not sure, or maybe before the first one. But I did get a little farther. I think that when you saw it the last time, I didn't have, I didn't have all this back stitching done on my pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. I still have a little bit to do in here of the back stitching, but I got all the back stitching done in the stem, and then I came up and started on the flowers and got back down into here before I had to stop again. So really, all I have to do is fill in all of this section and finish my back stitching, and then I think I have some of these, like one or two of these quilt pieces that need to be done over here, and you will be done. And I will be so excited to have this piece finally done. And so that's my focus. I do have after this another fall piece project that I want to move to. I actually have several I need to pick between that I want to do. So, and then put my focus on that. I am just mixing up all of the little smalls as I do the bigger, more, to some of you, this is not big. To most of you, this is not big. But to me, like if it's a lot of confetti stitching and back stitching and then that kind of thing, it takes me a little longer. I have some neck and back issues, so I can't stitch as long on those type of projects. And so I like to have something like this on the go, and then have some smalls on the go. So I have several smalls that I can like swap between whatever I'm in the mood to cross stitch. So that's the plan I have. I would love to do either one of my things that I already have started. There are some Thanksgiving pieces that I want to do too, since that's fall related also. And so I have to decide on that, what I want to do about that. And I think that I will show you a few things that I would like to work on. Not that I am going to start them, because I think that would be fun. Oh, and before that, I want to show you one of my projects that I showed, I think, in my first and second videos. I haven't abandoned those. There's things have changed for me because April was so unplanned, and things just kind of changed for me along the way. So don't worry, you will see those again. They're not abandoned. I just lost some time on some of the focus that I needed for my Signs of Fall. So I do have one thing that I want to show very quickly before I show some of these other projects that are kind of on my mind for the future. Okay, Little House Needleworks. I showed this, I think, in my Flosstube number 1, and it's the Inn at Fox River Mill. There we go. And when I first showed this, it was only like this tree was maybe half done. And that was it. And I had made a little progress on it when I showed it again. And that was, I think it was before my April video. I'm not sure. I didn't go back and look. But I will show it again. And hopefully I can make a little more progress on this. But just right there is where I am. So I haven't forgotten about this project. I just need to get back to it. And if you heard the loud noise outside, that's my husband. He's been doing some outside work. And so we will probably hear some noises. Okay, well, Leah is back with us. We are going to talk about some fall stitching because fall is
Our favorite season.
Our favorite season. We love fall. That's why we're trying to focus on fall stitching for this year. So I have some fall charts to show. Some of those I showed that I have shown to Malia before the video, and she went crazy over some of it. So the first ones I want to show, of course, come from Little House Needleworks, because who does not love Little House Needleworks? They have a Fall on the Farm series, and the first one, and actually a lot of people are doing that series on like as one big piece, and I thought about starting it as one big piece, but I decided to do it as smalls because I already have bigger pieces that I need to be working on. And so the first one, I'm sure a lot of you all have already seen this one, is the house with the chickens and the pumpkins, and I'm covering Malia's face up. And so we have that one. That is one I would love to get to as one of my smalls that I work on. So, and the second one is still Fall on the Farm from Little House Needleworks. And that's the veggies. It's really cute. Okay, this one, Little House Needleworks. I think Malia would have some things to say about that.
Yes, so I am planning I have like an entire list of books to read for like fall and Halloween. So far I only have 2. But one of them is actually Sleepy Hollow, or The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Yes, we like the Sleepy Hollow. So I think that's got to be a definite thing to do, is the Sleepy Hollow Lodge. And that would go well with the mill, or I always get the name wrong on it. What's that called? The inn at Fox River Mill. The inn at Fox River Mill. I could maybe hang those together. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked at them or compared them. But so those are 3 of the Little House Needleworks that I would like to do. The next one is a Satsuma Street for fall, and I started this last year, but I didn't get very far, so I'm not going to show the start. But this one I need to finish up. I think I only got some of the border in on it, so I need to work on that for this fall. You like that one? Yeah. So yeah, I don't have a color version of it. The next one is something I had started. I talked to you all about maybe last video, and I think I'm gonna have to make this a restart for 2 reasons. This was a very old start, and I haven't been able to find it. And the other reason is that there's a lot of more fabric choices out there right now, so I can start this on a different fabric and work on this, or Malia could stitch it because she loved it. It came from this book. I think I showed it in the last video, and it's The Black Cat on the Pumpkin. So, are you willing to stitch that?
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. Malia really liked that, so I would like to. Maybe try to get a start on that. Now, none of this is definite that I'm showing because I probably couldn't get it all done. But I think it's fun to look at charts. The next one comes from, it's a 2021 Beatrix Potter Peter Rabbit calendar. That was a mouthful. It came in one of the magazines the World of Cross Stitching magazine. So of course it's got all of these charts in it, 12 charts. They're really cute, aren't they? I would love to stitch up the squirrel with the apple. I think that is so sweet. I think we need one for fall.
I know. They're so fallish to me.
Even though we see them all the time here. They're everywhere. So I would like to stitch that up. And another one I would like to stitch that is not fall, but I like it, is the mouse.
Another thing you see all the time around here.
Yeah. Because our cat is constantly roaming the neighborhood and with finding mice in the bushes and things. Tell them the story of what happened to you and Hannah when you were walking.
Oh, that was horrible.
It's funny though.
It was one Sunday night after church. We went to take a walk, and well, you know, Oreo, she follows us everywhere. It doesn't matter where we go.
Yeah, that's
really
her cat's
sweet.
name, Oreo.
It's really sweet though, but she started following us. We're like, oh, come on, come along. Well, she kind of got lost. We couldn't really find her until we looked back and we saw her coming running down the street with a mouse in her mouth, and she was trying to give it to us. So we started running, and that happened twice.
Yes, in the same time frame that night. So
she just kept on finding, you know, mice and bringing it to us. And like, oh, no.
So as they were going on their walk, Oreo was finding mice along the way.
I know. It was very good of her because, you know, the neighbors really appreciate her because, you know, she keeps the mice and stuff down, but we don't want her to give it to us.
No, we do not want her to give us a mouse. Kill the mice. So, yeah, the one day she was scratching at the door, and before we thought, because we usually try to think before we let her in to come visit, to make sure she doesn't have anything. And we opened the door and she was standing there with a mouse hanging out of her mouth. You just see the lower part of the body and the tail hanging out. And we're like, no, you are not coming in the house.
What made us think to do that is that I didn't even think about it, and I just let her in, and she brought a bird in here, and she put it on the carpet, and she ate all of it.
Yeah, we could not get her out. So
That was really hard to watch.
sorry if this is disgusting for some of you. It's just our life with the cat. so, um, so the next, let's see, I have, oh, this one's already a start, and you have seen it, but I'm going to show it again. It's from The Winds of Autumn. This one, so many people have done that one. And I don't think I made any progress. Maybe I did since I have shown it, I'm not sure. But there's that. I just kind of keep it as one of my little travel pieces. So I will definitely have to finish that since it's already a start. And I do have one winter thing here that I don't have a picture to show, but it's from it's called Cozy Winter Wishes. So I skipped right out of fall into winter here because I had forgotten I had this, and it's from White House Stitchery. So if you watch Jeanette and Heather on their channel, Crafty Cottage Stitches, I think I'm getting that right, or Country Cottage. Okay, you all probably, I'm sure you all know them, who I'm talking about. And I should be able to remember the name of their channel because I watch it all the time. I really enjoy them. But she has a chart called Cozy Winter Wishes on Etsy. So I'm sure if you go on there and look for that, you will like that if you haven't already seen it. It's got snowmen, it's got quilt patterns, it's got tea kettles, and teacups, and snowflakes. It's really cute. So that is definitely one of my winter stitches that I want to do. And then as it gets closer to fall, and I've kind of gotten tired of all my fall stitching, I will go into maybe a winter stitching, kind of a wish list of things I would like to do for winter. I do, before I end the video, I think I will wait until next week to show crochet because I'm going to be running out of memory soon on my phone. But I do have some shout outs that I would like to do. And I've got to find my list. I have a list here somewhere. We may have to pause for just a second. Okay, I caught Malia in mid-drink. I'm going to get a drink of my coffee. Okay, so shout outs. I'm going to try to do this at the end of my videos every time. And this is by no means that I'm trying to leave people out. I just like to, especially if it's somebody new or somebody I really like watching, because I try to also watch new Flosstubers as they come on, and so, you know, I try to make my way around in the Flosstube community, watching different people, because my cross stitch style is from one end of the spectrum to the other. I love it all. Don't I, Malia? Country, prim, coastal, whatever. It's there. So the first one I want to mention is a brand new Flosstuber, the Appalachian Stitcher. That's Renee. I grew up with Renee, and you need to check her channel out. She's hilarious. She's funny. And she's got a lot of, if you like to see the bird projects and things, she's got a lot of those things going. And so you need to check her channel out. I think she's on maybe, she just put another one out the other day. So it's either 5 or 6, something like that, that she's got out. So go check out Renee at the Appalachian Stitcher. And I got to see Lauren at Flossabilities. She put a video out a day or so ago, a couple days ago, I think, and I watched it. And what I like about her videos is that she started out with her channel. She had 3 projects she was working on, full coverage, and full. She amazes me at how much stitching she gets done. So she was not going to add to her rotation until she finished those. She has now finished 2 of those and is working on the last one now. And I really admire her for sticking that out and finishing those projects like that. She's a good example. So check out Lauren, and it was her birthday, May 10th, when she filmed, or when she released her video. Another new to me Flosstuber is Marie at Stitches and Diamonds. I have got to watch a few of her videos, and I have really enjoyed those so far. And the next one is Needleberry Stitcher. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. I can't remember her name right now, but Needleberry Stitcher. I've really enjoyed, I've watched some of hers. Her dimension kits. She has some videos on dimension kits. Love those. And she's got some good sense of humor too. So go check her videos out if you have not seen or heard of her channel. I think she's relatively new on there. She was new to me. So check her out too. And I think with that, I am done. I just have a few minutes left on the memory. So I'm going to try to come back next week just to show hopefully how much I get done on Signs of Fall. And hopefully it will be done for next week. We're going to make that a challenge, aren't we, Malia? So thank you for joining us. If you like this video, give it a like, leave us a comment, subscribe if you would like, and we hope to see you next week. Bye.